Hello, scholars. Welcome to Learning with Ms. Andy. Today we're learning about poetry. Poetry is a type of writing that uses sound, structure, and powerful words to express ideas and feelings in a unique way. And to help us explore poetry from a new point of view, we've got a special guest.
From a planet distant, strange and bright, I speak in rhythm, sound, and rhyme. I'm Zingo. Poetry's my way. I've talked in poems every day.
This is Zingo. On his planet, poetry isn't something you study. It's how people communicate.
Every message, thought, and plan is shared in verse when Zingo can.
Let's start with sound. Many poems use rhythm, which is a steady beat, and rhyme when words sound the same at the end.
Hear the rhythm, calm and slow. The ocean hums in moonlit tones. It taps the shore with whispered groans.
When poems have rhythm, they can feel smooth, energetic, or calm. Rhyme helps create patterns our ears recognize. Now let's look at how poems are organized. Poems are written in lines, and lines are grouped into stanzas. Each stanza shares an idea.
Observe this poem, stanza by stanza, each part connected, none at random. Stars wake slowly in the sky, pinpricks glowing, scattered high. One appears, then two, then more. Lights spill out like they've before.
That's one stanza, focused on a single moment.
Darkness deepens, stars grow bright, silver paths across the night. Some burn steady, some blink fast, hints of futures, signs of past.
This second stanza adds more detail and develops the idea.
By morning, stars begin to fade, daylight pulls the curtain's shade. Though unseen, they still remain, waiting for the night again. Each stanza shifts the time and view, together telling something true.
Exactly. Stanzas help organize ideas, just like paragraphs. Next, let's focus on rhyme patterns. A rhyme pattern shows us which lines rhyme by labeling them with letters.
Same sound earns the same letter. Different sound, a new one enters. The wind ran fast across the hill. It bent the trees against its will. The clouds rolled in. The sky turned gray, then swept the quiet world away.
Let's find the rhymes. Hill will. That gets a letter A. Gray, away. Those get a letter B. The rhyme pattern is AABB. This pattern helps poets plan how their poems sound. Poetry also uses imaginative language, sometimes called figurative language, to create imagery.
The moon is a lantern, cracked and pale, hanging low like a whispered tale.
The moon isn't really a lantern, but that comparison helps us picture it more clearly. That's imagery at work. Let's test our knowledge. Zingo will read you a poem, and I'll ask you a few questions about it. Ready?
My planet glows with purple light, its oceans seen as steady tune. We share our thoughts in verse each night, beneath a calm and silver moon.
What is the rhyme pattern in this poem? If you said ABAB, then you're on the right path. Why do you think the poet describes the ocean as singing instead of just saying it makes noise? I think the poet says the ocean is singing because it helps me imagine the sound in a calmer, more musical way. Instead of loud, crashing waves, I picture a steady, gentle sound, like waves moving in a pattern. Using the word singing makes the ocean feel peaceful and alive, not just noisy. So in summary, poetry is built from sound, structure, and carefully chosen words. When you understand how those pieces work together, poetry becomes easier and more interesting to read.
From distant stars to oceans wide, poems help thoughts take shape and guide.
Thanks for learning with us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more reading adventures with Miss Andy.